Hi, this is our first dashboard. This has three components. One is the bubble chart, which shows the type of change control request. The other is the bubble chart, which shows the type of change control requests that are in one particular plant, that is the size. And this is the column chart, which shows the department-wise number of man hours spent to approve the change control type. As we see on overall, the top five change control type account for 60% of the total, and top five plants account for 58% of the total change control requests. And department 1, department 4, 5 and 4 spend the maximum times. I would say department 1 spent around 1,58,798 man hours in clearing up the change control type. So this dashboard also is used, it's iterative and interactive in this way that if I click on change control type 1, it tells me which are the plants which have the maximum usage of change control type 1, and which are the departments which are linked up for clearing up and approval of the change control type 1. Similarly, for change control type 2, we can do an analysis for each and every type of change control. So this way, this dashboard is interactive. Also, if we click on any particular plant, if you want to see that what are the type of change controls that are being used in chemical plant 1, so once we click on it, we can see what are the different type of change controls in this plant and what are the departments which are working on these type of change controls. So this being one dashboard, our other dashboard is which gives us a comparison on the scale of average lead time and average complexity for all the change control types, and also the scale is used for comparing of the onto the plant level, and we have the trends of the date of closure across all the plants. So if we see, and the size of the bubble is the number of notifications in that particular change type, and this graph, this is the size of the bubble is the number of notifications in that particular plant. So if I click on change control type 5, we can see the trend of date of closure of those change control types across the plants. Similarly for change control type 4, and so this way it answers a very question like how do we improve the overall process. So here we can go and understand that which for which change control type, which are the plants which are onto higher onto the average lead time size or average in higher onto the complexity side, and which are and how do we attack them. Say for example, if we see this change control type 5 and formulations plant 1 is onto the lower side, but there was a hiccup when we see this particular point in the point of April, 744 notifications were closed. So this becomes an outlier. So this kind of analysis can be done. We also see what are the trends. If the question is what are the average trends for all kind of change controls, we also can see plant-wise analysis. So this dashboard helps us in doing plant-wise analysis also. And if the question is that which plant should we focus on for continuous improvement and which department should we focus on, that is mostly answered by our dashboard for first dashboard. And what are the most important categories? So those questions are answered by dashboard 1, and the others can be found. So this is provides a very deep insight into the current state of change controls. Yeah, thank you.